Everyone, my name's Jade Burgess and I'm here to talk to you about a topic that you may not think about too often. I'm a student taking geography at IB and I'm thinking about taking geography at university too, simply because when I learned about some of the topics we do in geography, I realized how big of a problem that we're facing and how little people know about it. So I thought, what better time to educate people than now? Global resource consumption is a serious problem we're facing. The Earth's population has grown from 1 billion in 1800 to 7.616 billion in 2018, and it's expected to keep growing. This means that now, although we're producing more renewable energy than ever before, we can't help but be concerned about the lack of available resources. I want to talk to you about water specifically. We use water in agricultural, industrial, environmental, household, and recreational activities. But if you think about the amount of water we have on this earth, you'll know that only 2.5 of it is fresh. And 2/3 of that is locked up in glaciers or ice caps, which means that that's less than 1% available for human use. And some may argue that it's always been this way since the day of the dinosaurs until now. We've had to deal with 1%. But as our population grows, there's more and more people to share it with, so our resources become more and more scarce. Now, okay, you might say I'm being overdramatic because we live in a wealthy place. We're never going to have to deal with these issues. But let me tell you this. Cape Town is the capital of South Africa. It's one of the best tourist destinations in the world, but it's facing one of the scariest concepts I think we've seen in decades, and it's called Day Zero. Day Zero is the day, predicted to last year, but now moved forwards to this year, that Cape Town runs out of water completely. Now, there are multiple factors for this. It's caused by climate change. They're in drought at the moment. But it's also caused by the carelessness of the people living there. Now, the government last year enforced grade 6 restrictions on the city, which meant that no water could be used for irrigation of any sort, or for washing cars, or even for paddling pools for their kids. Some people put buckets underneath their showers to collect the dirty water to put in the toilet as flushing water. And some households even had little rhymes saying, if it's yellow, let it mellow, and if it's brown, flush it down. Now, those restrictions have been lowered. They're now grade 3, which means that you can use irrigation on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But these restrictions are still happening, and they're a problem that no one knows about. I'm sure the only people in this room that know the same things as me are the people taking geography. You guys. Now, as our population is growing and the middle class economy grows too, the demand for resources is increasing by the day. To produce 0.4 kilograms of meat, over 1,000 liters of water is needed. If you think about the amount of meat you eat in a month, it's a lot. And no, I'm not saying the way to go is to become vegetarian, because that's not going to help and we all love meat. But we have to acknowledge the fact that we're using up so much water. So even if you just take the time in the day to turn the tap off in between when you're brushing your teeth, or even turning the shower off in between shampooing and conditioning, it's not drastic change. It's not going to affect your life that much, but it'll affect the lives of so many other people. We're so lucky to be the people who we are, to live in the place that we do and to have the things that we have, but others are less fortunate. So we have a duty to take care of what we have and to take the precautions necessary so that we don't have to face these issues too. Thank you very much.